The challenge is on.
So what is that challenge? Well, I'm here in Dubai in the UAE to show you exactly what it is. It's one of the most extreme, difficult, wild battery range tests ever attempted on an EV before. So we've chosen the UAE as the first host of the ZEEKR Ultra Range Challenge. So you may be asking, why this place of any? And the answer is simple. Right now, in the middle of summer, it's one of the most extreme places on Earth. I'm standing right now in the heart of Dubai, near Dubai Mall, and if you look at my surroundings, you can see it's practically empty. There's no one around, and that is telling. It's because the temperature outside is a scorching 45 degrees right now. I'm the only one crazy enough to be outside shooting this video for you, but there's not many others. So without further ado, let me first explain to you the rules of this challenge. So rule number 1, we're intentionally choosing the harshest places on Earth for this challenge to put our battery to the ultimate test. Rule number 2, no rehearsals. We do no planning beforehand and we do everything in one take only. We don't even know the end result with certainty. And rule number 3, which is most critical, we do the entire route in one single charge. So now let's talk about the route that we're going to be taking. We're going to be starting in Abu Dhabi, heading through Dubai all the way up to the highest peak in the entire UAE. That's Jebel Jais mountain. And if all goes according to plan, we're going to be able to make it all the way back to our Dubai ZEEKR showroom with still charge remaining. So that's over 450 kilometers in total distance. And it's not just any 450 kilometers, it's an extremely brutal 450 kilometers thanks to the heat, thanks to the altitude, and thanks to the overall environment that we're subjecting the ZEEKR 001 to. So I just mentioned ZEEKR 001, and in fact, that's the model we're going to be using for the ZEEKR Ultra Range Challenge. And the reason for that is because first, it's going to be available in the UAE. And second, we want to prove just how much of a beast it is in terms of performance and battery range, not just in the city, but in any condition or environment you can imagine. So to summarize, this challenge is about extreme heat, extreme altitude, and extreme range. Now I want to make one final but really important point, and that of course is about why we're doing this. So users want their vehicles to stand up not just in an optimized testing environment, but in the real world. And that's what ZEEKR is. It's not just specs on a page, but actual performance. And for the future of mobility to be fully electric, our EVs need to go everywhere that people go. And so we've made this challenge as difficult as possible by choice, even down to small details like choosing the color black for our test drive 001 model. And that of course is because black absorbs the most heat. So that's it everyone for this video, and it's not because I'm quite literally melting out here, it's also because my camera is at risk of overheating. It says clearly in the instruction manual that it should only be used up to 40 degrees Celsius. Right now it's about 45 or 46 degrees out here. And that's something that really blows my mind. We're asking our ZEEKR 001 to drive at speeds of 120 kilometers an hour for hundreds of kilometers, up to an altitude thousands of meters high, and this camera can't even hold up to the heat. But as they say, driving is believing. So the only way to find out if we're up to the challenge is if we actually finish the challenge. So stay tuned for it.